one of like the early starting matches,
Yeah.
just because I mean, Cloud wouldn't want to get out-camped by Rob there, but Cloud's ever-present ability to just weave in and out of situations just can go beyond what a stage pick is like.
All right, but honestly, I think like even though this is on paper a very bad matchup for Rob, I think Rob still has the tools to deal with it, and especially if they are able to get like their advantage state.
Yeah.
Which Pokecheese has started like with a pretty decent one, but it just takes one hit from Cloud to get him in the air and get into a bad juggle situation.
Exactly. One stray hit, like one late hit of down air, or even a falling up air can spell doom for Rob in terms of losing his percent lead in a flash. Because it's so hard. Like, Rob's only option to get back to the ground is land with a nair or air dodge.
Yep. And
air dodge is not safe.
And nair gets kind of beaten out by a lot of Cloud's aerials. And even the dash attack, as you just saw. Oh, yeah, using the nair to get rid of the gyro is going to be a very important factor, is how Mew2King is going to be able to deal with his gyro.
Yep.
Because once Rob's in his advantage, that's what his whole gameplay is. And catching the landing.
Nice cross slash.
As you were saying, that air dodge, very unsafe.
Yep. It's like once you know the kind of like landing state of your opponent, like your opposing character, all you have to do is try and force out those type of options for them to land, and you can just run with it.
Right.
And Pokecheese he doesn't take much in terms of percent, and he cleans up that stock, and we're pretty much back to even.
So yeah, back to this even neutral here. Pokecheese going to be trying to set up, but Mew2King is going to take that platform and just charge his limit, because that gives him such a big advantage in this matchup.
Yeah. All right, what are we going to see here? Mew2King gets an up air, 2 up airs, and 2 up airs, and we're almost back to even here.
Yeah, one very important thing with Rob is that upbeat, the burner, to like actually like mix up like how he maneuvers in the air, so he actually has a little bit of mobility to not just like fall right into Cloud's landing traps.
Ooh, going for the old gyro to down air setup. Mew2King, somebody who's definitely played against 8-Bit Man a decent amount, even though they're in different regions of Florida.
Yeah.
They've played at many of the Florida regional events.
Yeah, he's definitely familiar with how this gyro works, and he's playing around it fairly well.
And that cross slash is going to send him over and out of here. So Mew2King takes game 1 in this next best of 5 here.
Yeah, Mew2King placing his cross slashes very well both times. The first time we saw an air dodge punish, that time he knew that the Rot was going for the gyro. Pokecheese was going to try to pick up that gyro, and he just placed it right on top of it.
Yeah, exactly. If you know what your opponent's objective is, cover it.
Yeah, and both of those limit cross slash kills killed at like around 90 to 100, which is kind of early for heavy character like Rob.
Exactly. I mean, like he's like one of the lighter heavyweights, I believe. So
yeah, he's still like up there, like around like the Ike Wario area.
Yeah, I mean, but usually killing heavyweights, it's always better to kill them off the side than off vertically because of how the weight works. So those limit cross slash, they just send you out, not up.
Yeah, and they look like they were just like barely enough to kill. So very well timed from Mew2King. And now,
I mean, you gotta think Mew2King's one of those most very calculated players, so he knows the percent on everything.
Right.
All right, though. Game 2 off to a pretty commanding start for Mew2King. It's 99% to 4. Limit on deck.
Yeah, and the one chance that Pokecheese had on the ground, Mew2King just kind of stole it from him.
And look, another cross slash. He recognized that Pokecheese was going to not air dodge because of how much he was getting punished in game 1. So he's like, all right, this guy's going to land with an aggressive aerial to try and counteract me. I'm going to throw out cross slash, limited cross slash, because it's got invincibility on startup.
Yeah, and it's kind of crazy because it seems to cover almost all of Rob's options. Really. Yeah. Like if he places himself right, there's not really anything Rob can do to get past that limit cross slash.
Yep. All right, and another juggle situation, pretty much a 0 to 57, 64. Mew2King just taking this home right now. Pokecheese really looking like he's kind of just like a deer in headlights.
Yeah, he's trying to find something to do, but like he really just is struggling to get back on the ground. Every time he gets down on the ground, Mew2King just grabs him and puts him back in this disadvantage state.
God, that up air almost killed. One thing I love watching about Mew2King's Cloud, though, the movement is so crisp.
Yeah.
It reminds me of like MK Leo's movement options in a way. That crisp, precise movement, always knowing what to cover and when to throw out a move.
Yeah.
Clean play all around the board. And Mew2King 2-0 and looking posed to just take this 3-0 and a handshake.
Yeah, that second game was so convincing for Mew2King.
Yeah, Pokecheese trying to figure out where to go now.
Yeah, the game plan for Pokecheese is definitely like, okay, that first game, I was keeping up well enough at the beginning. I need to make sure that I don't like fall out of neutral and disadvantage state. I need to be able to play my game. But
yep. All right, and we're running back to town. Let's see how this can help Pokecheese a little bit. Like, clearly, he's got to make some adjustments or he's going down into losers where you don't want to be.
Yeah, and MVG.King just read that roll with the short hop up air and got 59% in climbing just off of that one stray hit.
Hello. Oh, that's going to kill.
Pokecheese just kind of like leans his head back, like, wow, okay.
The lace eye, almost. MVG.King with a clean 0 to death, too. Like, the movement, the perfectly placed, like, just sword hitboxes. Oh, my gosh.
Yeah, that was, like, basically literally perfect.
Yeah, it was the perfect stock. All right, now he's just swiping the gyro. He's just not even going to let, like, Pokecheese try to, like, utilize that tool at all in his game.
Oh, wow. And
in a combo. Oh, let's go.
Yeah, MVG.King is like such a great user of the blade beam limit, just because like at early percents it actually does lead into that kind of combo string that we saw.
Yeah, wow, that was funny. MVG.King grabbed the gyro and threw it, but Rob's forward smash actually or his either gyro or his robo laser or his forward smash actually low profiled him.
All right.
Oh, MVG.King was going for the platform.
Yeah, kind of a sticky situation there. Pokecheese finally had the opportunity to set up that gyro, so MVG.King options were kind of limited.
Yep. And that nair, like we were saying, using the nair to cover the gyro throw because the giant swing hitbox just nullifies the item itself, and then it just becomes just an item sitting there rather than a moving hitbox.
And not only that, but also like it just covers so much space. It hits Rob himself if he gets too close.
Yep. All right, Rob off stage. What is MVG.King going to do here? Just nairs him into a dash attack into the back air.
Wow.
And that's it. MVG.King 3-0 over TM.Pokecheese. Now, MVG.King advances into winners semifinals, where I believe